guys, it's Saturday, November 18th. Currently it's 9:15 a.m. and I just shot me one. To be quite frank with you, I just shot one. And I initially saw him about an hour ago, about 8:15 I saw him, and he was down feeding. He was the only deer out here this morning, out here feeding. No does to be in sight, nothing. Just him, you know. I hate to admit this, but I'll be honest with y'all. You know, y'all love me for who I am. I'll be honest. I was up in the stand and, you know, I dozed off and I woke up and I found myself asleep. You know, I hate to say it, but it's a true story. So whenever I woke up from my slight little nap, I look down here, I see a deer. I see the body. You know, this deer was turned away from me. And I looked down, I saw that deer, and I saw some mass, you know, just, you know how you see that same movement with the horns on your head. So I saw that, I said, okay, you got something down there. So I pulled up my scope, I looked in, I said, that's a nice wide 8. So I was like, okay. So then I get out my phone, I'm texting my cameraman right here, you know, I pulled him out of the stand, texting him, I said, hey, you know, got this pretty good 8. Which I wasn't whispering over the text, you know, it was just a normal text. You know, I don't know. But I said, hey, I got this 8 out here. I said, what would you do? You know, what would Patrick do? And so he was telling me, he says, I think I might have that one of my other cameras over here west of us. I said, well, if you got it on camera, I might as well shoot it. Don't give you the opportunity to get in, you know, so. But you know, like I said, it was about 8:15 I first saw him. I woke up from my little nap, and so I texted back. He was like, you know, I think he's a good shooter from my pictures, you know. So I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, he's pretty wide. I saw him from the back view, then he turned up and looked at me, and he got a little, I think some wind or something might have tipped him off, I don't know, but he looked straight at me, and I saw him from the front. He's a good deer. So, and he's a maturity here, he's probably 2.5, maybe 3.5, I don't really know. Not a huge neck, but he had a decent neck, pretty wide, like I said. He's got a little bit of starts, so he was real skittish. He never would stay planted in one spot, so he was always just kind of moving around. He never got perpendicular with me. He never let me have that broadside. There was one time I heard, off from actually right over here, I heard some more deer, like a little 2 or 3. I don't know what they were. I was like, ooh, maybe it's a bigger deer. You know, I don't know. It was some does. And I could see him just barely. I could just see him off that hill. And then, you know, he went off. You know, it's middle of the rut, so he went off after. And I was like, well, I missed my shot. Oh, well, whatever. You know, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. Sitting up in there about 15 minutes later, he come on back. But actually, he circled around back there, and he come on back from this way. So I saw a shadow because the sun's shining in, so I saw a shadow coming in. So I got my gun back and ready. I was like, okay, I'll take a shot here. I had my safety clipped off, and again, he never would give me that shot. He was just, he knew what he was doing, I guess, you know, so he never would give me that shot. Finally, where my cameraman is, he's pretty much standing right in here on that first blood. I'm right here on this blood trail. But he finally gave me a pretty good broadside shot. Clipped him right in the shoulder. He ran off. He was only using 3 to run off this one here. He was facing this way. You know, I'm up here. I shot. He's facing the horns. Horns are here. Backside is here. So I clipped him right there. This shoulder was just, he wasn't moving that at all. So I knew I had a good hit on him. And so I texted Patrick here, I said, because he heard the shot, he's only a couple miles away, so he can hear that shot, nice calm warning. And he was like, okay, I heard your shot, you know. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I said, I'm gonna get down and I'm just gonna look where I shot. I said, I'll give it about 5 minutes, I'll check where I shot, make sure I see some blood. If I do, I'm gonna get on back and, you know, get all my stuff ready, get all the cleaning stuff ready. And I said, whenever I get back, you know, I'll get you, and then we'll come back here and what we're doing right now. So we're all caught up, as you know, video, we're all caught up. the story. So we're gonna get this blood trail. We haven't really looked, so here we go. Let's look together. Where we at? So this leaf here has got some drops on it. This one's going this way. Here's some more. There's quite a bit of blood. Right here. So it's going this way here. Up in the tree. Going in the steps here. Here's these big leaves here with his blood. Right here as well. A little bit on this little rock. He's going off in this right here. Let me get on around you. And here's some blood. So we've got a good blood trail. Here it is, right here. Looks like he's going right off into that opening. So let's follow that. Keep looking for some good blood. Good. I think you can see that. That's good blood. Yeah, like I said, he crossed right into the good looking. But, well, that's part of that's puddle. Whatever. Guys, I would like to say, you know, I should have started the video off with this, but make sure that whenever you're hunting, unless it's better, just make sure you always got your orange on and you're highly visible to other hunters. That way, some people like my cameraman, they're trigger happy, so if they hear shot, you know, they'll just shoot. So make sure you got your orange on, guys. And here we kill you deer. My dad is, whenever I used to hunt as a little boy with my dad, he always used to say, whenever I'd take a shot on big old 4-point, you know, back in the day, he'd say, okay, just settle down, let's just sit back in the stand, let's give it 30 minutes. So I like to give them 30 minutes at least. You know, like I said, I shot at 8:30, started the video 9:15, so that was 45 minutes. So I like to give that deer, because if you get a bad shot, get a gut shot or something, he's not going to die right away. It's going to take him a little bit to just, you know, kind of suffer out. But if you get a good heart shot, double lung shot, he shouldn't take the 30 minutes, but just give him 30 minutes, because he might just be off in a nice, easy spot to carry him off, drag him off. But you might get down there and spook him. He might run off even farther. So give a good 30 minutes after your shot to let him continue. So here we got some blood. It's looking like he's in this road here. Well, the sun's kind of working against me. Do you see anything?
Not much. I'll be honest with you, I saw him from where we were standing back there. I just didn't want to tell you.
Man, we should have saved me a lot of trouble.
I wanted you to earn your kill.
Here's more blood. Right here. Here it is. There's leaves. Here's some.
Man, forget the blood. Go lay your hands on him.
You're right. I guess I should. I like the trail too. I like all parts.
It'd be great if he got up.
I wouldn't know what to do if he did. I guess I'd. Well, I guess you would have moved it. Here he is. You don't see that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the heck? Look at that. I didn't see that.
Sure you would have.
That qualifies as a point, so therefore that's a 9. He's got one more under there. You may not be able to pick that up in the camera. But here's that 9th point. I didn't see that. There's one that probably isn't a point. We got these two here. This one here might qualify as a point. This one here, I'm afraid it's probably not, because the rule of thumb I've always learned, it's got to be longer than it is at the base wide. So if it's that wide, it's a little nut, it's not going to be a point. But I don't know. That's definitely a point. That's definitely longer than it is wide. This one here,
That'll be a close one.
that's close.
But we'll count it as a 10 today.
Leave it in the comments what y'all think on this. Zoom in on that really good. Let them see that. Let them get this. Which angle's better for there? This point right here, it's probably 3/4.
It's pretty close.
But man, I didn't even know that from the start. But a good wide 8, which 9 for sure, possibly 10 point. Heck yeah.
Look at this right here for
Oh yeah, man.
possible future giant.
If I should have just let him walk, and he would have had a drop time.
We say that, but keep in mind, guys, we're hunting on private, and this little strip of private he's on versus the one I'm on over here to the west. There's a lease back here. We got public across the road. So like, if we don't shoot this deer, somebody else will. We'll never see it again.
But yeah, there's that possibility.
So,
But like I said, you know, people like my cameraman is always trigger happy.
whatever. So you're around here, you kind of just, if you get a good deer, you take what you can get, because somebody else will.
He's good and wide. That's kind of like, this point here is kind of like that 9 point I just killed, I guess a week ago.
Monday.
What was it, Monday?
Monday.
Okay, it was Monday then. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a Monday. But I had an 8 point out there, and he was, I'll show y'all. We'll get back over there and we'll put it, we might even drop it like right here if we're good enough to do that. We're not professionals yet. But I'll show a picture. But he was narrower. He wasn't as wide, and he had 1 point right here at the base that actually made him a legal 9 point. But this deer here is a lot wider, and this width is similar to your first of your muzzleloader.
Yeah, he's
Heartbreaker.
Probably as wide, if not wider, but Heartbreaker was taller.
Yeah.
But
Taller G2s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just overall taller G2s and G3s, but the same kind of eye guard going on over here though.
Curved.
Yeah. Which every buck they shoot on camera has got curved eye guards for some reason.
That back. That's how I initially was seeing him. Got it. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, I can see. You can see that point right there pretty good. Yeah, he's a wide one.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, he went off that trip today, and I thought of it as a bad thing at the time, but now maybe it was a blessing, because hopefully he got to lay a seed down one more time before the shot. You know, hopefully, because this is a good deer. What would you say he is? Probably 2.5, at least 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 minimum, 3.5 tops. Heartbreaker was 3.5, 4.5. So it's just hard to tell around here.
Yeah.
We'd have to, get the teeth out and watch a video. But he's a shooter, and he puts a smile on this hunter's face.
For sure. Man, I mean, possibly for sure an 8. Yeah, for sure a 9. Possibly a 10 point. That would be awesome right there.
Have you ever killed a 10?
I have not.
But you have killed a 9.
I've killed 2 9. Well, 2 9s or 1 9?
2. Don't you have a 9 mounted?
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, that was a 9, because I actually shot that one with my dad. We was hunting. I was still kind of young with that one, and we were out, and I was probably 14 or 15. I might have been 14. And I got my gun up on a 7 point. Pretty good 7 point. And I was about to shoot. My dad said, "Wait, don't shoot that one yet." I said, "But I want to, let me just shoot it." And thank God I listened to him, because not even 30 seconds later, here comes that 9 point out there. He turned broadside. I said, "Yeah, I'll take the 9 more than 7. But I got that 9 mounted in the house. And just not even a week ago, I shot another 9. smaller. He had one side over here that was better, but this side here kind of came in just a little bit. He wasn't as wide, but I said, you know what, I'm always traveling. Really, my cameraman gets all the hunt time. I don't get as much. So that's why I shot that 9-point. But I thought he was an 8 until I got down on him, and I looked, and he's got the same thing going on here. He had that one little odd point, made him a legal 9, so that was a 9-point. But this one here is for sure 9, possibly 10. Like I said, guys, please let us know in the comments what y'all think. But man, this is just an incredible deer. It's better than that other one, wider for sure. Let's go get this thing cleaned up. What do you say?
Yeah, what do you want? Euro mounting?
Possibly. He's probably not enough to wall mount, but he is wide. I don't know. Maybe we could take him down enough until old Dad gets home and say, "What do you think?" You know?
Yeah.
What do you think about this one? Because
So in 4 hours.
well, yeah, he's a true sportsman. My dad. I mean, my goodness, he'll leave out. He'll leave the house at freaking 4:30 in the morning. Don't get dark here until what, 6? He'll leave out 4:30 in the morning. He'll go put his climber on his back and go hike miles. Well,
Just a mile these days.
yeah, he's getting a little older, but it was just his birthday. So it was just his birthday this week. So leave him
Saturday. No,
no
today's Saturday.
Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. So leave him a little happy birthday in the comments. He'll never see it, but hey, he will. But you know, let's get on back and clean this thing up.
Which we cannot show, so
Yeah, we can't show
they'll see the after results.
Let's get a good picture.